And I'm just going to introduce, this is the chorister choir from Cora Collegiate, and we're here to entertain you while you wait for your son or daughter to come out for this very special day for you. The first piece they're going to perform is called The Water is Wide, and they perform this at the Kiwanis Music Festival this year, featuring Caitlin Isaacs on cello. And the next piece they'd like to sing for you is called The Prayer, featuring a little bit Italian in the middle.
Wash us
Thank you. The next piece they're going to sing is called Sing With Me.
One quiet morn
thank you. And the next piece they're going to do is going to feature the guys, and we have a guys choir at Cora, and they're going to sing a song from Man of La Mancha called The Impossible Dream. Thank you. And the next piece they're going to sing for you is called Show Me the Way.
Every night I say a prayer.
final one we'd like to sing for you is Sweet Caroline. So if you'd like to sing the background part, go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Sault College Convocation Ceremony. I just have a few talking points before we get started. Please ensure your cell phones are on mute so as not to disrupt the ceremony. When taking pictures of your graduates, there's some seats you'll see paper on along there, so when they get pulled up over on this side, you can just go grab a seat, and when you see them coming up, you can come up here and take a photo. Then that way everybody can see. After the ceremony, there's going to be a reception in the common link just over here, and you're welcome to come and share some food and some drinks with your friends and family. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Under the authority granted to me by the Province of Ontario and the Sault College Board of Governors, I declare this convocation open for the awarding of degrees, diplomas, and certificates.
Please join me in the singing of our national anthem. Please be seated. Now, the choir will send our graduates off with a dedication song.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much to the choir from Cora Collegiate for that wonderful song. My name is Colin Kirkwood. I'm the Vice President, Academic and Research at Sault College. On behalf of everyone here, I welcome each of you to this convocation ceremony. Thank you for joining us. We will be hearing from a few speakers with messages to share with you as you graduate. We will then present diplomas and certificates to you, our most recent graduates. We send appreciation to all staff and all volunteers who helped make today possible. Very well done, and thank you. We'd like once again to extend our thanks to the Choristers Choir, Tyler Duncan, the Lone Piper, the Abajuan Singers, and the Bawading Community Jingle Dress Dancers for their presence here today. At this time, I would like to introduce the members of the Platform Party. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing. Marilyn King, Dean, Health and Community Services. Peter Hugo, Sault College Board of Governors. Carly Campbell, Registrar. Jennifer Renison, Retiree Representative. Karen Boyer, Indigenous Studies. Jonathan Nolan, SCSU President. Cecilia Bruno, Chief Financial Officer. David Zaccato, Chair, Sault College Board of Governors. Dr. Ron Common, President. Jorge Mitre, Keynote Speaker. David Orzetti, Dean, School of Aviation, Trades and Technology, Natural Environment and Business. Jason Morin, Aviation Program Operations Manager and Acting Chief Flight Instructor. Corey Meunier, Chair, Technology and Skilled Trades. Thank you. You may be seated. I would also like to welcome the special guests in attendance today. Ralph Medaglia, Senior Apprenticeships and Training Coordinator, Algoma Steel. Laurie Burrows, Director, Enrollment and Financial Services. I would ask our faculty seated in the floor area to stand and be acknowledged by their graduates, families, and friends. I would like to personally thank the faculty for their hard work and dedication over the past year. Your efforts have made today's celebration possible and certainly will contribute to the success of our graduates. Our first speaker today is Dr. Ron Common, President of Sault College. He holds a PhD in Educational Administration and over the past 10 years has helped the college grow and prosper like never before. His achievements include in growing the enrollment at Sault College and also securing funding for many of the recent building projects we have, including the IE3, the Institute of Education, Environment and Entrepreneurship, the Franklin Prouse Waterfront and Tennis Center, and our new Early Childhood Education Center. In 2014, he received the Order of Ontario for his outstanding contribution to education. Dr. Common?
Thank you. Colin didn't mention, but it's relevant for this graduating class. I'm also a pilot. I've been flying for 54 years. And some of these young graduates think that makes me the Wright brother, but there was even aviation before that. Good afternoon, everyone. As Sault College has signed a National Indigenous Education Protocol with Indigenous communities, and we're on the traditional territories of the Anishinaabe Nation, we wish to recognize the Anishinaabe people and the Métis. And as a result, we've infused aspects of Indigenous culture into our convocation this afternoon. Graduates, guests, family, friends, As president of Sault College, I want to welcome you to today's celebration of Convocation 2018. It's a wonderful opportunity to acknowledge your achievements as a graduating class and the best day of the year to be president of your college. Thank you to all of you who have come here today. It's a pleasure to welcome your family and your friends, some of whom have traveled from out of town, out of province, and out of country. At Sault College, we pride ourselves on providing the personal touch. So you're going to see informality today. Some of you have young children here. If they act up, don't worry about it. I see a young man over there. We're ready to register him for class of 2035. In trying to make the convocations personal, we've scheduled 4 graduation ceremonies. So each graduate gets the recognition they deserve. So graduates, take your time when you cross the stage. Enjoy your moment. Make sure you get that killer picture. Get a picture with your colorful president when they give you the diploma. Graduates, you can take great pride in your accomplishment today with this public recognition of a job well done. Today's your day. You should be justifiably proud, but I'm sure you recognize that you have not succeeded on your own. As is our tradition, I'd like all the graduates to rise, turn, face your family, your parents, your partners, your friends. Applaud them for the support they've given you throughout the years. Thank you. Graduates, before I make my comments, my board chair and I were joking that we've each heard each other's speech during these convocations and that we should switch speeches. And it reminds me of a favorite anecdote that I have of Albert Einstein, when he came to the United States, was funded by the government to go around to a number of small towns, promote science, talk about the theory of relativity. After about a week of being driven by a chauffeur, the chauffeur said, "Dr. Einstein, I've heard that speech so many times, I could do it." So Einstein said, "Okay, let's try it." So they switched uniforms. And the chauffeur, who had a big beard, sat in the back. Einstein put on a cap, put on the chauffeur's uniform, sat there. They pulled up to an auditorium in a small town, say Sault Ste. Marie, and in they went, and the chauffeur did the speech. And right near the end of the speech, a professor from the local university, let's say Algoma University, put up his hand to ask a thought-provoking question, which would show everybody how smart the professor was with this question. And in a heartbeat, the chauffeur said, "I'm appalled that an erudite man such as yourself would ask such a simple question. It is so simple, even my chauffeur knows the answer." Chauffeur? Graduates, I know that you know you're graduating from a great college, the top college in the province, in terms of student satisfaction, for the last 6 years. We're the national gold medal winner for the leading college in Indigenous programming and services. So provincial reputation, national reputation, and now Sault College is developing an international reputation. We're involved in projects in Barbados, in Africa, in China. And I'd like to show you a brief video of one of our projects in Tanzania, Africa. This was shot by our digital film students, 3 of whom graduated this morning. This film is specifically encouraging women to enroll in trades and technology in Tanzania. Please play the film.
They should not fear to take certain subjects very interesting. It's all about living and then little things to know what is all about surrounding you. Yes. So I advise another girls who are looking at me right now, please sit down and do it and take some surveys. Because it's very interesting and I'm so proud to be a scientist. I'm very so proud.
It's a federally funded project that involves Sault College administrators and professors and even students working in Tanzania with 2 colleges to develop trade training programs. Part of the project, Tanzania professors and administrators have spent time at Sault College, and as a matter of fact, they're coming again next week. Our nursing students from Sault College did practicums in Tanzania and Nicaragua. Life-altering experiences for them, I am sure. Now, the point is, in Tanzania and many other such countries, there's only free primary education. After that, only a minority of the population can continue, and often only the wealthier families can afford to get a post-secondary education. In many countries, there's a sharp drop-off enrollment in secondary school, and even fewer people get to go to post-secondary, especially women. So in many countries, if you're poor or disadvantaged or a woman, it's unlikely you will get an education. In China, where we have projects in many areas, there's only post-secondary places for about a quarter of the graduating high school students. And 2 weeks ago, I was in the Balkans, in Bosnia and Serbia, war-torn countries that over a course of a whole decade, people had interrupted schooling. This is significant. Access is so important in education. Education is the foundation of democracy. Education creates people who are critical and analytical thinkers. It gives people the means for independence and self-sufficiency. Thus, most totalitarian or dictatorial regimes view education as dangerous. Such governments do not want free-thinking, critically educated populace. So those autocratic governments control access to education. Years ago, over a number of years, I worked on education projects in Malawi, Africa. There was a dictator there then, Dr. Banda, and he created all sorts of obstacles so the public could not get an education. To Dr. Banda and others, education is dangerous. To us, it is liberating. The point of showing this video is that in contrast, at Sault College, with our commitment to access, we have equity in enrollment, 50% male, 50% female. We also have between 20 and 25% of our student population are Indigenous, and 30% of our students are first generation, the first people in their families to get a post-secondary education. I was the first person in my family to get a post-secondary education, so I know how proud the parents and the stads are of those particular students. So I commend you on taking advantage of this post-secondary opportunity provided to you. Please don't take this gift of education for granted. In the future, at an appropriate time, after you've gained work experience, I would encourage you to pay back by reaching out to help others through taking on apprentices, helping healthcare students with practicums, helping early childhood students get student teaching placements, mentoring others, taking young eagles up in the aviation program, whatever is appropriate in your chosen field, and eventually hire your fellow alumni. Northern Ontario has many challenges, and I feel the access to quality post-secondary education is part of the solution. Research shows with a better educated populace, individuals will have better health, practice healthier lifestyles, and there'll be lowering of crime statistics and a higher quality of life. I think the 1,000 graduates from yesterday and today from Sault College will go a long way to providing the workforce of tomorrow. In conclusion, I want to say everybody is talking about innovation, technology, artificial intelligence, disruption, but armed with your diploma, you have the real intellect, not artificial, and you can be the real disruptors. Go out and be the change you want to see in the world. May your future be filled with great things. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you very much, Dr. Common. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium our next speaker, David Zaccato, Chair of the Sault College Board of Governors, a volunteer and leader in our organization. Mr. Zaccato?
Members of the Platform Party, graduates, guests, faculty, and staff. On behalf of Sault College Board of Governors, it's my pleasure and honor to extend a congratulations to the Sault College graduating class of 2018. It is with pride that I congratulate you on this significant accomplishment and treasured moment in your lives. At Sault College, Convocation is the most important event of the year. It marks a celebration of excellence at which talent, hard work, distinction are acknowledged and rewarded. The diploma you receive is an acknowledgement of your commitment and passion to learning. The post-secondary education you receive from Sault College provides you with a future filled with opportunities. At Sault College, the success of our students is fundamental to our existence. So upon graduation, we want our students to say the following: I get the education I want and more. The people here are great. It was worth it to come here. The experience changed my life. We are in the business of transforming lives through empowering those who study to think, learn in a progressive and innovative ways, including those we have not yet imagined. We believe and hope you have found this, and nothing speaks more directly to how well we're doing our job than the alumni we send out into the world. You are our greatest ambassadors for Sault College. The knowledge that we are making a difference in the lives of our students is what gives our work meaning, energizes us to continue to build on our successes. Know that you made a difference during your time here with us, and you will make a difference wherever you are and wherever you go. Graduates, I have confidence in the training that you've received. I have confidence in the institutions that help facilitate your education. The Board of Governors at Sault College wishes you continued success in your years ahead. And as you go forward, keep in touch and continue to share your successes with us. I would like to leave you with one last thought. Graduates, never stop learning, because life never stops teaching. Congratulations, and may your future be filled with success. Miigwech.
Thank you, Mr. Zaccato. I would now like to welcome our keynote speaker, Jorge Mitre. Mr. Mitre has over 30 years' experience in the oil and gas industry and is currently the Tenaris Quality Director for USA Operations. He began his career with Tenaris in the Argentinian mill Sedurca during 1984. Mr. Mitre graduated from the National University of Bahia Blanca in Argentina in electrical engineering in 1984 and became an APEJA professional engineer in 2007. He has an extensive training in mechanical maintenance management from Kita in Japan in 1994. He holds a master's in industrial administration from Escuela de Organización Industrial in Madrid. In 2002, he attended the Advanced Management Program at Harvard Business School. Prior to hearing from Mr. Mitre, it is my privilege and honor to give Mr. Mitre an honorary diploma in business administration from Sault College. Mr. Mitre, could I ask you to come to the front?
Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the college, family, friends, and graduates. It is an honor to address you all today on this momentous day of your careers. As I close one of my own chapters today in Sault Ste. Marie, I'm also grateful for the opportunity to thank the Sioux amazing people for the caring and welcoming community I have found while living and working here. Graduates, I stand in front of you today as a result of some purposeful decisions, many unintended consequences, and a lot of hard work. Today, as life pushes you outside of your comfort zone on the formal education, I want to share with you 4 lessons I learned as I venture myself outside of my own comfort zone and far beyond. First, develop a habit of confronting change and embracing difficulty, for that is when you grow. My dream after university was to work for the local electric distribution company in my hometown in Argentina. Go fishing on the weekends, spend time with my family and friends. The need to be closer to my girlfriend, my wife now, led me to accept a job near Buenos Aires in a pipe production company named Siderca, the same company I work today. What I initially saw as a temporary solution to a long-distance relationship was, in fact, the opportunity of a lifetime. In the year 2000, I was promoted to area manager of Canada, and we landed in the Sioux with my family, wholeheartedly intended to return to our home in Argentina as soon as possible. But again, my life took a turn to unexpected, and instead we became proud Canadians and moved 7 times since then. I have learned this is how life works. Even when you try to stay in your comfort zone, life often pushes you out. As you struggle to find your bearing and in your new circumstances, you'll notice that you unexpectedly learn and grow. Your life will be a succession of challenges, and if you choose to confront them eagerly despite your fears, you will be better prepared for life's inevitable future trials. We all fail at some point in our life. It might be at a personal or a professional level, but few will cruise through life without events that are challenging. Remember that those setbacks do not define you, but how you choose to overcome them, those challenges, will most definitely define who you will become. Do not dwell on the past or feel sorry for your misfortune. Don't waste any time in laments. The only thing that matters is what you choose to do when confronted with adversity. I am here today because I was able to overcome my fears of the unknown and embrace change. Second, you have to lead yourself before you are able to lead others. As a young and much fitter man, I loved playing rugby. It was my sport, particularly because I was not good enough to play soccer in Argentina anyhow. One evening, while playing for my university in 1981, I started a heated argument with the referee after what I consider an unfair call. The argument ended abruptly when he showed me the bench and charged me with a long suspension, a very long suspension. My inability to control my temper ended my rugby career for good. So I repeat, you have to lead yourself before you're able to lead others. We are programmed by nature to react in a very primitive way to the vast majority of the events we face in life. Anger, fear, flight or fight, these reactions do not require education. They are engraved in us by nature to save our lives when confronted with a saber-toothed tiger. Thus, our life's greatest challenge is not dealing with people or situations. Our main challenge is learning to manage our reactions to these events. First, you must realize that your emotions will always be there, pushing you around. Secondly, know you have the power to choose how you react to them in order to make the best of the situation. So I urge you to take control of your instinct, but do not repress them. Develop the habit of controlling your reaction and practice this habit by doing it in a day-to-day things, as eating, drinking, or exercising. And it will become part of your automatic response when making more relevant decisions. Do not settle for the easy path of satisfying your impulses. Know that your animal instincts and impulses are there to protect you in a primitive world, but are not efficient in your daily life. Choose wisely when you allow them to kick in. Be the master of your behavior, not the slave of your patience. Third, be frugal. As a university student, I was fortunate to have parents that covered the cost of my tuition and housing. I knew I was spending their money, and I wasn't sure if I would ever be able to repay them. I did not suffer any shortage, but during my 6 years in university, I ate at a restaurant only once. It was a Sunday, and I was celebrating something that I don't remember today. I was happy, and I never felt I had any needs to satisfy other than studying, writing letters to my girlfriend, and run. When I started working and making my own money, my life began to be filled with cars, clothes, vacation, and stuff that was supposed to make me happier at a moderate cost. It did not. As humans, we have an inherent fear of losing material things. I'm not naive. I'm not suggesting that comfortable life is something to be avoided. I'm saying that when the material stuff becomes a representation of what you are, and when you feel attached to them, then you will be permanently unsatisfied. Trust me, you don't need a fancy watch, a big house, or a good car to show who you are. You'll be permanently comparing yourself to those with bigger houses or more expensive watches or cars. Don't take the bite. Fourth, search for mentors that can help you to maximize your potential. When you cannot find them, search for that wisdom in books. I was fortunate to count on an excellent mentor early in my life, but moving around all the time made it difficult to have the right people to consult everywhere. Every time, and I guess as you grow older, you tend to be on your own when it comes to learning. So I searched for it in a different way. Smart people learn from their experience and setbacks, using them as a platform for improvement. However, the cleverest people not only learn from their own experience and mistakes, but also learn from the experience of others. Books provide a timeless, endless resource of knowledge, experiences and mistakes that you can learn from. Furthermore, reading about history shows you how those that have achieved great things in life have all suffered similar challenges. Reading can be hard and often seems like mining gold. You pan for hours without results, and all of a sudden you come across this gold piece that compensates all effort. So learn from your mentors and remember that sometimes books can make the best mentors. I'm not claiming that I have mastered these principles. I'm saying that if you work on them every day, you can improve and become a better human being. If you choose to approach life without a personal plan of improvement, you'll be at the mercy of chance. Life is a gift, but what you do with it is a choice. Live it wisely, take responsibility, and enjoy it to the fullest. Congratulations on achieving this important milestone in your life, and I wish you the very best in your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Very nice words. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mitre, and thank you again to all of our speakers. And now for the presentation of Lear pipes, certificates, and diplomas. I ask that the members of the platform party responsible for this part of the ceremony please approach the front of the stage, and that students prepare to line up as directed by the marshals. To my left is where graduates will be approaching the stage to receive their certificates and diplomas. Family and friends who wish to do so may move to the photograph area to the left of the stage. When you see your graduate rise to get into line, please make your way to the photograph area via the rear of the gymnasium. I would request that the Assembly hold their applause until each group of graduates from the School of Aviation, Trades and Technology, Natural Environment and Business has been called. Graduates and guests presenting the Lear pipes to the graduates are David Orzetti, Dean, Jason Morin, Operations Manager and Acting CFI, and Corey Meunier, Chair of Technology and Trades. Presenting the certificates and diplomas is Dr. Ron Common, President of Sault College.
Can you hear me now? Okay. Good afternoon. My name is John. The following students have completed their studies in the Aviation Technology Program, Flight. Anthony Curtis. Go. Courtney Margaret Goebel. Kelsey Sondra Grant. Dustin Grantham. Juan Camilo Herrera. Abraham Coulomb. Jet Michael Lennox. Timothy Lopapa. Alexander Marcotte. Thomas Edward McLean. Brian Taylor Matthew Miller. Andrei Alexei Nikolaev. Anton Osterman. Austin Thomas Patterson. Eily Ann Persia. Hashim Razak. Tatjana Marie Silva. Markson Sokol. Monica Augusta Stenchry. How do you pronounce that? Andy Ta. Carson Bradford Tobin. Wait. Evan Vanderheide. Joshua Verdun.
The following graduates have completed studies in the Civil Engineering Technician Program: Brian Anthony William Genua.
The following graduate has completed studies in the Electrical Engineering Technician Process Automation program. Ken Upia. The following graduates have completed studies in the Electrical Engineering Technician Process Automation and Trades program. Chase Cripps. Brooke Shorey. Chelsea Thomas. Chelsea is also graduating with the Instrumentation and Control Engineering Technician program. Brandon Miller, honors. Brandon has also completed the Instrumentation and Control Engineering Technician program. Benjamin Muncaster. Christian Nelson, distinction. Christian also graduated with distinction in the Instrumentation and Control Engineering Technician program. Logan Scar. Logan also graduates with the Instrumentation and Control Engineering Technician program. Jake Scholl. Eero Tenomaki. Jared R. Zorzi. Jared also graduates with the Instrumentation and Control honors.
Gowinder Singh. Rajita Analdi, honors. Dashan Dudia, honors. Sharan Kalapara. Hardeep Lotte. Favor Alotu. Ashik Kumar Patel, Honours. Bhumik Kumar Patel, Honours. Pardeep Sidhu. The following graduates have completed study in the Mechanical Techniques Machine Shop program. Garrett Goodfellow. The following graduates have completed study in the Pre-Trades Technology program. Grace Elizabeth Genevieve Catava.
The following graduates have completed studies in the Robotics and Advanced Automation program. Sugar Kumar Shah.
Program. Matthew Sear. Guillaume Damour, Honours. Patrick Evans. Kellen Evoy, Honours. Joseph Fragamini. Musnur Hossein. Travis Marquis, Honours. Akasha Dawn Ricketts. Following students have completed study in the Computer Programmer Analyst program. Michael Mitchell Morrow, Honours. Jonathan Edward Policiccio. Joseph Alexander Seberg. Thomas Frederick Taylor. The following students have completed study in the Geographic Information Systems Application Specialist Program. Janelle Bell, distinction. Alex Palmer, distinction. Janisha Patel. Craig Sim, distinction. The following student has completed study in the Construction Techniques Program. Brandon Hornby.
The following student has completed study in the the metal fabrication technician program. Paige Dallas Alexander. Bryce Mario Gagne. Benjamin Doug Mannery. Julian Francois Rousset.
The following graduate has completed studies in the Motive Power Fundamentals Automation Repair Program. Anthony Armstrong. Anthony also graduates with the Motive Power Fundamentals in Heavy Equipment and Truck Repair Program and the Motive Power Fundamentals in Automotive Repair Program. The following graduates have completed studies in the Motive Harmandeep Singh Gruel. The following graduates have completed study in the Motive Power Technician Advanced Repair Program. Dylan McLeod, honors. Abhay Sharma. Daniel Joseph Trudell, honors. Abhishek Verma, honors. Ho Ping Lu.
The following graduates have completed studies in the Welding Techniques program. Dylan James Walsh.
Before we hear from the Abajuan singers and Buwading community jingle dress dancers who will send graduates on their way, I would like to invite you all to join with your classmates, family, and professors after the ceremony in the Common Link just outside the gymnasium. We would like to express our thanks to the Sault College culinary faculty and staff for preparing and serving the refreshments. I will now turn the podium over to Dr. Common, who will close the ceremony.
Good afternoon. I now declare the convocation closed. Would you please rise and remain by your seats until the platform party leaves?